Alright, today we will present the result of our report. But before that, can we talk inside the room? Because the sun is very hot, it can burn me. Alright, let's go. Okay, we are inside. And before I start, you have to know my team. Okay, you will find out about what comprehension and contrast are essays, and find out about the source we meet and the result of the essay we have made. But before you get into the essay, you have to know what an compare and contrast essay is. Alright, compare and contrast essay aim to demonstrate similarities and differences among people, things, place, and events. Comparisons highlight the similarities, while contrasts emphasize differences. Such essay can be used to support an argument, showcase the superiority of one item over another, or illustrate change over time between two items or situations. When writing comparisons or contrast essay, the writer can focus solely on the comparisons, contrast, or both. Alright, there are two organizational methods commonly used for compare and contrast essay: block and point by point. In the block format, all the similarities between the items or situation are presented in one or more paragraphs, followed by a paragraph highlighting the differences. On the other hand, the point-by-point format involves identifying and comparing various aspects of the topic. Each supporting paragraph addresses the similarities and differences of specific facet. This format allows for and orders importance where the most significant feature is discussed first, by following the next important features, and so forth. Alternatively, the reverse order can be employed, with the least important item addressed first. Okay, after that, it will be them who will explain our source.
We have interviewed Torajanese, Mrs. Tea. She was born in Toraja and still lives in Toraja. We asked her a few questions, namely, what is Toraja people's view on the concept of marriage, and what cultural tradition or beliefs shape this perception? What are the main customs or rituals that usually accompany a Toraja wedding, from before the wedding to the big day? How has the customs of Toraja weddings developed over time? Are there any changes, and what factors have influenced these changes? What values are contained in the custom of Toraja weddings? Are there any dance, music, or foods that are usually associated with Toraja weddings?
Now, I want to introduce to you Buginese that we interview. He is Muhammad Ismail Ahmad, usually called Sermail. He is from Wajo Regency, South Sulawesi. His job is a fiqh teacher of Islamic school Dede Iparia. When we interviewing him, we ask him about what are the custom and ritual of Buginese's marriage, how Buginese's view about the concept of marriage, how Buginese's marriage custom develop time to time, what are values contained in Buginese's marriage, and is there dance, music, or food that's synonymous with Buginese's marriage.
Okay, finally, we enter into the essay that will be delivered by them.
Marriage customs of Buginese and marriage customs of Torajanese. Marriage customs are an integral part of cultural identity, shaping the social fabric and traditions of communities worldwide. This essay aims to compare and contrast the marriage customs of these two cultures, Torajanese and Buginese. Although both communities reside in the same region and share some cultural similarities, their marriage customs exhibit distinct differences. By exploring these variations, we can gain insight into the unique practices that shape the marital bonds within these cultures. Their differences include arrangements, ceremonies, and wedding attire. First one is Torajanese and Buginese differ significantly in terms of the arrangement of marriage customs. In Toraja society, marriage is often arranged by the parents, with the consent of the couple being secondary. The families negotiate and agree upon the marriage terms of the marriage, including dowry and other financial arrangements. In contrast, Buginese emphasize the individual's choice in marriage. Young Bugismen and women have more autonomy in selecting their partners. Although parental consent is still highly valued, the process involves courtship, where the couple gets to know each other before formalizing their relationship. Second one is Torajanese and Buginese celebrate marriage through different ceremonies. In Toraja culture, the wedding ceremony known as Rambu Solo is a grand affair lasting several days. It involves animal sacrifices, traditional dances, and the exchange of symbolic gifts. The Bugis, on the other hand, conduct a ceremony called Mapasikarawa. This event is marked by a series of rituals, including the Tolak Bala, ritual to ward off evil spirits, and the Masimpo Bali ceremony, where the couple prays for blessings and prosperity.
Wedding attire elements plays an essential role in distinguishing Torajanese and Buginese marriage custom. Torajanese brides typically wear a vibrant, intricately woven traditional costume known as palau, adorned with traditional jewelry. The groom wears a traditional headdress called alok, representing his social status. In contrast, Buginese brides often wear a traditional attire called baju bodo, characterized by loose-fitting and brightly colored fabric. The groom wears a formal Bugis outfit known as baju bodoeng, which signifies his readiness for marriage. In conclusion, the marriage costume of Torajanese in Indonesia exhibit notable differences. Torajanese emphasize arranged marriages and elaborate ceremonies, with the couple's consent often being a lesser significance. In contrast, Buginese prioritize individual choice in marriage and conduct rituals that reflect this freedom. This distinction extends to attire from the groom and the bride. These variations provide valuable insights into the diverse cultural practices that shape marital bonds within these cultures.
Okay guys, I think that's all, and that is all about the result of our report. But before you close the video, I see the red button. Yeah, the red button is still red. Can you make it to gray? And you see the logo with thumbs up? Please click it, please. Alright, thank you. That's all from our group, and see you in the next video.